Hi, hello, welcome to Mathsmedium. Today the topic was data handling. From that we are choosing double bar graphs. So you may all know about bar graphs in previous classes and 6th class also. So now I am going to tell you what is the double bar graph. First of all, bar graph is nothing but a representation that was visually we can say tell the answer, or we can analyze the data what was the given through the bar graph. So coming to the double bar graph here, it is nothing but the name itself telling it was the double in mentioning the data through bar graphs. So we have to analyze the answer through the two comparison of the bar graphs. If you take simple example for the double bar graph, so I am writing here for the 0. If you take 2 years examples like your marks and your performance like that. In first year you got the marks like 50 out of 100. If you take the in this year you get a 75%. So this is the improvement we can tell easily through the bar graph. This was the representation in single bar graph. So if you represent it in the double bar graph, is nothing but it is near to the single bar graph. So see here, this was the 50% in last year. So this was 50. This was 75. This was in last year like 2018, and this was 2019. In those previous years we get how much you improved, about 25%. It is not the matter, just I am visually explaining you through bar graph. So bar graph is nothing but a visualization purpose we are using for the data analyzation. Double bar graph is also nothing but comparing two data at a time through the bar graph for our convenience. This is about the double bar graph. Let's start from the example. You may get the good understand about the double bar graph. See here, example. A mathematics teacher wants to see whether the new technique of the teaching she applied after quarterly test was effective or not. She takes the score of the 5 weakest children in the quarterly test out of 25 and in the half yearly test out of 25. So if you just example, take the example as this. There are 5 students in the class A, B, C, D, E. The teacher wants to know how they are performing for the quarterly and half yearly. In this between period they are improving or not is the main matter for the teacher. So she has to analyze. How she has to analyze is she taken a quarterly marks like this and half yearly marks like this. So we cannot tell through these numbers particularly how much is greater, how much is lesser in those quarterly and half yearly given data. So we have to start from the bar graphs, then we get the answer easily. Let's start from a bar graph. Here I am taking the help of scale. See here, this was the scale. I am taking a bar graph like this. This was the y-axis and this was the x-axis. I am writing like this, x-axis. This is nothing but a y-axis. Now take 0. There were students 5 members, A and B and C and D and E, but not the least. Next, coming to the quarterly and half yearly. That is the next matter for this. Next, these were the marks. So out of 25, we have to take a scale. Scale is the main purpose for the any graphs. That was the bar graph. So we have to take the scale because of how we are taking is depends upon the how we are representing the data through the bars. So scale must and should we have to write. So 1 unit, that means 1 centimeter or whatever you may. Now I am taking 1 unit is equal to the, so 1 centimeter is equal to the 5 marks of the students. So in y-axis we are representing marks of the students. So it is the representation marks of the students. This was the names of the students. Now let's start from marking scale. So this is, I am putting exactly 1 centimeter marking like this. See here, you can observe how I am marking like this. So name it as 5, 10, after 15, 20, 24. So how I am stopping for 25 is out of 25 marks are there, so I am stopping through 25. You can choose up to 35, 30, 35 like this, that is not the matter. Next, moving into the how we are marking. Here bar graph is nothing but marking same width wise for the each following cases. So here take A. So here is the A point. So take A in quarterly exam 10 marks. So it is A and here is the 10. So just put a mark, just line like this, because of you can analyze the how the bar graph, how much width length is the bar graph we have to tell. So this was the 10 and I am taking width of 0.5 centimeters. So this was the 10 for quarterly exam. Next, B about 15. So take a B like this through pencil, because of we can erase after finishing the problem, so we don't bother about the representation. So take the B like this, it was 15. Take the same width 0.5 centimeters again. This is the width of the bar graph. It must be equal for the all cases in throughout the problem. So this was the 15 centimeters for B. Next, C comes to 12. So this was the 15, this was the 10. So in between 12.5 is there. Just below, take here for our convenience. Make a small line like this. Take the C. Mention as same 0.5 centimeters width for the here. Next, D is 20. So where is the 20 is here? So here is the 20. Make a single mark like this. It is invisible for the anyone, so we may erase after the finishing the problem. So take same similarly 0.5 centimeters width. So this was the D, this was 0.5. I am taking just because of representing. It is no need to represent in a exam or in a problems. Next, E is 9. So it was the 10 is here, 9 is just below for 10. So take it just small mark like this. I am marking like this. Next, E is this and marking like 0 to 0.5 is the marking line between this. So now take the half yearly. So we are representing quarterly with a plain bar graph. Now I am going to take the half yearly as a checks. So we have to mention it here. For quarterly, we are using just plain bar graphs. In half yearly, we are using checks bar graph. What we are using in a scale, it must have to apply for the throughout the problem. We cannot change scale and we cannot change the bar graphs also. So take A is 15. So same coming to the A 15. So here is the 15. So just above the like this. Take the same line in between middle for the both quarterly and half yearly. Take the same width 0.5 centimeters. So this was the 15. In half yearly, how we can choose that was half yearly mark like this, like checkered box, like I am showing here with a scale. So I have to follow that for half yearly mentioning the data. So this was the half yearly marks of the A. Next, coming to the B, that was 18. So 18, how we are representing, this was the 20 below 2 points. So just make a small line like this because of just our visualization purpose. Take a same length and like shade the half yearly box like this, because of we can choose this was a half yearly for a easy observations and easy representation of the data. Next, coming to the C, that was 16. 16 is nothing but above the 15 just for 1 point. So take like this, this was the 15 point just across the 15. So this was the 16. So samely repeat for half yearly, that was checkered line throughout the half yearly box. Next, D is nothing but 21. This is the 20 just above the 21. So we have to take just 1 centimeter, 0.1 millimeter. this was the half yearly. So we can tell easily 1 mark is extra for the given D data. So this was the representation of half yearly. Next, last but not the least, E is 15. So make like this, 15 is here. So it was the 15 line, same width. So we have to shade the throughout the half yearly marks like this. So if they ask any questions like this, there is any change between quarterly and half yearly, we can tell easily throughout this. We cannot take the data from the numbers, we can easily tell by visualizing the double bar graph. So this is about the representation of double bar graph, and this is about the explanation of the double bar graph. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you like my videos and share my videos. Subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hi. Hello. Welcome to Mathsmedium. Today the topic was data handling. In that we are going through use of bar graphs. Before going into the use of bar graphs, we have to know about bar graphs. In previous earlier classes, in 6th class, you may learn about bar graphs. But here you have to learn how bar graphs are we are choosing, how bar graph scale is choosing, and how bar graph we are drawing through the given matter is the main thing in this topic. So let's start from the bar graph. Bar graph is nothing but a visual representation. It means we can view visually, we can view that data bar graph, we can easily collect the data from the given bar graph. So it is a visual representation from the bar graph. So here this is one matter, another for this, how we are representing a bar graph like this. Say one axis here and another axis here. I am telling with the example x axis and y axis. Here is the 0. We can take the scale in y axis. So let's take here 1, 2, 3 like this with equally divided units. Next, here is the our choice to measurement like in any one of these with a equal distance, because of the bar graph is said to be it is a taller one, it is in bars with the same width. Here is the width, for example it is 1 centimeter. Next we have to do is the next one is also 1 centimeter. Here also we have to represent with a 1 centimeter width, but height is not the matter of the x-axis, because height is depends upon the y-axis, whether the given data is how it is given. We are representing the data through bars like the given data. So see here, if you take this is in 1 centimeter width, here 1 centimeter width, here 1 centimeter width. So this is 3 and this is 4. Let's start from this. Now it is a 2. So here it is here we are taking scale as 1 unit is equal to 10 apples. It is consumed by A and B and C also. Okay, here A consumed how much apples? 10. B consumed 3 apples. 4 consumed. C consumed how much? It is also near to 3. Look at the overview of the bar graph. We can say easily the B and C are eaten same number of apples at a particular time. So here we can say easily from the bar graph. Next, this is the bar graph and how we are constructing the bar graph through the given examples. Let's start with the example. Here is the example. 200 students of 6th and 7th classes were asked to name favorite colors, so as to decide upon what should be the color of their school building. The results are shown in the following table. Represent the given data on a bar graph. So here is the school building is there. So we have to do is the management decide to color the school, so color the building. So there are 5 colors chosen: red, green, blue, yellow, orange. So number of students how much voted to the which favorite color is red gives 33, green 19, blue 55, yellow 49 and orange 34 respectively. Students are given their votes to their favorite colors. So let's start from the question. Answer the following questions with the help of the bar graphs. So we have to put a bar graph here with the given data. So take bar graph. Now take the help of a scale. I am drawing like this with the two axes, like x-axis and y-axis, naming like that, x-axis and y-axis for easier comparison how we are taking. Next, coming to here, x-axis is measuring we are number of students. So it was the number of students axis, and this was the favorite color. So now we have to take a scale, because of scale is much more important for the bar graphs, because of we are taking all the matter through the given data. So the scale is much more important. So see here, up to 43, 19 and 55, 49, 34 is there. So maximum amount is 55, near to 60. It was easier to mention in the chart or a bar graph. So I take the scale. If we are each 5 centimeters as if 5, then we get 60 easily. So scale is nothing but 1 centimeter is equal to the 5 students. So that was 1 centimeter, that was 1 unit, like this. So mark it on a y-axis like this. Start from each centimeters, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like this. Now this was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 and 55. So this was the given. Now what we have to do is, in favorite colors with the same width of the bars, length is the here the students. So first to take the red 43. So first mention 43. How is there? Is this 40 and this is the 45. In between is the 42.5. So just much more upper than 42.5. So this was the height. So I am taking width like this. This is 0. See here, I am taking with the width of 1 and 3 and 5 and 7, 9 also. So up to 43. So like this, draw a line and take exact amount of, this is about to 5 half of the centimeter. So this is the 43. I am representing, it was the red in color. So just I am marking for the representation for purpose like this. Next, this is in red color. You may fulfill this with your crayon or sketches like this. This is just representation, and it was easier to calculate or represent data. You can visually you can estimate the how much is amount is the data representation. Next, going to the green, 19. 19 is nothing but this was the 10, 15, 20. So 20 is not just less than the 19. So is here. Take, it was green. So this was red. So it was red. Next, you take another point at the time. Put the scale there. Next, mark up to 19 like this. Next time I am taking same width amount, that is nothing but how much width is taken here. It is equal to this. So this is 19. It is in green color. So color the bar graph with the green like this. It is easier for the representation, and we can find answer easily from the color also. Next, coming to the blue. Third one 55. Take the same distance, and 55 is here. Sorry, I am confusing like this because of here scale also we are written. So let's take same width. How much we are taking? Both the red and green, that was the equal amount of width. So this was the green, this was the width is same for those red and green also. Blue color, so mark with the blue color like this up to 55. So this was the 55. Next, coming to the yellow, 49. So next marked place is this. So 49. So this was the 40 and 45, 50. 55 just more than 1. So 49 is this. So I am taking like this because of this is the highest. So like this, just put a mark like that for just visualization purpose for us, and without any confusion we can draw bar graph easily like this. This is in yellow in color. So this was the yellow. Also draw with the yellow color. Crayon or sketches you may use whatever you are available with the material. If you have any chart pieces like in these colors, you also paste in front of the bar graphs. Next, coming to the orange. Orange is 34. This was the 30 and 35 is this. Just below the 34, just make a small mark like this. Next, moving into the same width given and take the same width for the orange color also. This was orange in color. Next, color with the orange color. Total bar graph. So now this was the representation of bar graph just through the scale with the given data. Now we have to move to the questions. Let's move into the questions. So now let's move to the questions. This was the question, which is the most preferred color and which is the least preferred color. So in visualization purpose we have drawn bar graph here. So let's start from most preferred color. So this is nothing but number of votes, highest amount of which color is the most preferred. So we can say easily with the, so this was the just high, low, this was the highest, and below low, below highest, and this was the normal color. So highest amount of color is blue. So this was the most preferred color is blue. So write the answer like that. First question answer is blue is the most preferred color. Next, and which is the least preferred color? Here, which is the least preferred color is nothing but green, because of this is the bar graph representation in given data. So we have least amount of votes for the green is green color. So the least also green is the least preferred color. This was we can preferred color. This was we can easily tell with the bar graph for representation of data in any way. So next, coming to the second question, how many colors are there in all? What are they? So here, see here, how many colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 colors, and colors was red, green, blue, yellow, orange. So that's what the answer for the second question is. 5 colors are in all. Colors were, one is red, blue, green, yellow, and not the least, that was orange. These were the answers. I hope you understand about this session. If you have any doubts, comment on a comment box, click like button, like my videos and share my videos, subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to the Mathsmedium. Now I take exercise problem from the exercise 3.1. Question number 3. Find the mean of the first 5 whole numbers. There are whole numbers in our maths. So we have to calculate mean for the first 5 whole numbers. So we have to take the first of all whole numbers. So first 5 whole numbers are starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So many members are doing some wrong thing here is nothing but up to 5 are they are writing. The counting is and the problem solving method also comes the wrong answer. So first of all take here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are first 5 whole numbers are these 4, these 5. So now let's move into the mean. Mean is nothing but sum of numbers by total number of numbers. How many numbers are there? 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by total number of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. So 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 0, 10. 10 by 5. So 5 ones are 5 twos are 2. So the mean of the first 5 whole numbers is 2. Now let's move into the next question. Following table shows the points of each player scored in 4 games. Now the player 1 A, B, C. So players are A, B, C like this. Game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. They are scored like this. The question was, now answer the following questions. There are 4 questions are there. Find the mean to determine A's average, number of points scored per game. So we have to find the A game average. That means mean. We have to find for the A mean. Here to find the mean number of points per game for C, would you divide the total points by 3 or by 4? Why? Because of here did not play game 3 by C. So if you add mean by 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 3 or 4, we have to find it. Next, coming to the third question, B played in all the 4 games. So B played all 4 games. How would you find the mean? So as usually, sum of observations divided by number of observations. Next, coming to the fourth question, who is the best performer? So we are finding 3 means, then we will set easily which was the best performer for the player for the given 3 players. Let's move into the answer. Now start with the question 1. Find the mean to determine A's average number of points scored per game. So we have to find A's mean here. So A's mean is he played 4 games. So we have to find mean. Start with the first question. Mean of the player A is nothing but sum of score divided by total number of games. So now sum of score is nothing but 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10 divided by total number of games. We know 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. So this was 50 divided by 4. So it is 50 by 4. Now we have to cancel it. 4 ones are 4, 12s are 48.5. So 12.5 is the mean of the player A. So we have to write it as mean of the player A is 12.5. Next, moving into the second question, to find the mean number of points per game for C, would you divide the total points by 3 or by 4? Why? So here, see here, the question is like this, but there was a C did not play one game here, that was the game 3. So what we have to do is, we mean formula is total number, sum of score is 18, 8 plus 11, here 0, 13, because of he did not play here, but total number of games he did not play, that's why it is cancelled for him. Now 1, 2, 3, so total number of games are 3, so here we have to use 3 here. So now calculate the mean of the C. Let's take here the mean of the player C is same, sum of score divided by now total number of games. So sum of score is nothing but 8 plus 11 plus 13 divided by 3. It was 24 plus 8, 32 by 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 tens are 30, 6 6 are there, 10.66. So the mean of the player C is 10.66, but we used 3 as a dividend for the given because he did not pay game 3. This was the answer for the question. Next, coming to the third question, it is nothing but B plays in all the 4 games. How would you find the mean? So here B plays all the games. So we have to find the mean. Same like the previous ones. So the mean of the player B is equal to the scores sum is divided by total number of games. Sum of scores is nothing but 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 is divided by total number of games is nothing but 4. So 8, 10, 18 by 4. 4 ones are 4 fours are 16. There was 2 is remaining, 4.5. So 4.5 is the mean for the B. So the mean of the player B is 4.5. Now coming to the last question, he is here. Who is the best performer? The best performer is, how we are calculate best performer by comparing these 3, A player, B player, C players mean. So A mean is nothing but 12.5, B mean is 4.5, C mean is B mean is 4.5, C mean is 10.66. So by comparing these three players, best performer is player A because of he has highest amount of mean. So that was 12.5. This was the answer for this question. I hope you understand this session. If you have any doubts, comment on a comment box. Click like button, share my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to Mathsmedium. Today I came with a exercise problem from the exercise 3.2 from the topic data handling 7th class NCERT. Now the question was, the scores in mathematics is test out of 25 of 15 students is as follows: 19, 25, 23, 29, 20, 15, 10, 5, 16, 25, 20, 24, 12, 20, like this. Find the mean and median of this data. Are they same? We have to first find the mode, next median. In previous videos I explained about mode and median also. See description box about their links. And coming to the problem, here some data of the students is given by mathematics test, marks are there, so we have to find mode and median. Before going into the find the mode and median, we have to do is arrange these marks in a ascending order or descending order, because of we know easily find the how the marks were obtained by a student. So let's move into the answer. The scores in mathematics test of 15 students is as follows. Like, start with a lesser, and because of I am writing in increasing order, so it is ascending order also. Start with a small one, 9, next 10, 12, next 15, 16, 19 and 20, next 25, 20 and 20 also. 3 20s are there, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, next 25, another 25 is also here. Next, moving into the other, there was 5 is at the starting, so 5, 25, 25, that was the last out of 25. So here is the increasing order. If you have easier way to put it in the tabular form, you may also choose that. I am using this process from the question is here. Next, moving into the mode. Mode is nothing but how many marks, how many numbers are repeated or occurs at a glance. At a time, how many numbers are repeating at a time. So here see 5 at one time, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 19, 20 is 3 times and 25 is 2 times. So the mode is 20 because of it repeated at 3 times. So the mode was 20. Coming to the median. Median is nothing but the name itself telling it is a median or a middle point. So take here for starting from 1, 1. This was 2, this was 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 1, 2, 3. There was 23, I missed it out. So here also 23 is there. Sorry. Now 23. So 3. This was the 4, this was the 5, so this was the 6 and this was the 6, this was the middle. So median is 19. So median is the middle number or middle marks of the given ascending order or descending order or marks, whatever the questions. Are they same? Here mode is 20 and median is the 19. So these two are same? No. Mode is 20 and median is 19. So these two are not same. This was the question. Next, moving into the next question from this exercise. Now let's move into the first of all, take some data assumed by mode, mean, median. So I am taking example for the given question. Let's take 0, 1, 2, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this was the assumed data by us. Moving to the first question, mode is always one of the number in a data. So mode, the mode is nothing but number of repetitions. So this was the given data. There was a repetition is there. So we have to find it as a mode equal to 2. So it was the given data number. So it was true. Mode is always one of the numbers in a data. It was true. Next, coming to the second one, the mean is one of the number in a data. We have to find the mean. Mean is nothing but sum of numbers. 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 divided by these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11. So there was 9 plus 1, 10, 2 plus 8, 10, 3 plus 7, 10, 6 plus 4, 10. There was 4 tens, 40, 45 and 47. So 47 by 11. If you cancel this, 4 the 4.33 like something. 11 ones are 11 fours are something like this. 4.77 like this. So this is number not belonging to given data. So the mean is one of the in a data. No. So this was the false statement. The mean is one of the numbers in a data. It was the false because of we couldn't found the number. What was the mean that was not belonging to data. So it was the false statement. Next, coming to the third one, the median is always one of the numbers in a data. We have to find median. Median is nothing but the middle point. So cancelling this 1, 2, 1, 1 and another 1, another 1, another 1. So 4. So 4 is the given data number. So this was the true statement. The median is always one of the numbers in a data. So this was the correct statement. The median is always one of the numbers in a data. So it was the true statement. True. Next, coming to the fourth one, the data here, the data is given. The data 6, 4, 3, 8, 9, 12, 13, 9 has a mean 9. So we have to find mean, whether it was true or false. Mean is nothing but sum of numbers or sum of data divided by total number of observations. So here we are summing the all given numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. Total for the given is 64 divided by 8. So 8 ones are 8 eights are. So it was the mean 8, not 9. So this was the statement false. This is about the exercise 3.2. I hope you understand this session. If you have any doubts, comment on a comment box and click like button. It tells me how I have to improve. Next, subscribe my channel and share my videos. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to Mathsmedium. Today I came with the topic data handling from 7th class NCERT from the exercise 3.3. The question was, read the bar graph here which shows the number of books sold by a bookstore during 5 consecutive years and answer the following questions. There were a bookstall and it sold the books for consecutive 5 years. It means nothing but continuously. So here is 1989, 1990, 1991, 92 and 93. So here the bar graph is given. We have to analyze the given questions through the bar graph. We found the answer from the bar graph. Let's start from first question about how many books were sold in 1989, 1990 and 1992. So here this was the bar graph. Now we have to tell the how many books were sold in 1989. First, 1989 is nothing but this, but 200 is here. See here, this is the 200 line mark. So this was the line 200. It is just below the 200 line. So this was the gap between 200 and the books sold mark. So we have to assume like this. This is about 50%. That means if in middle point between 100 and 200 is nothing but 150. But it is just above than 150 and just below than 200. So it seems to be 170 or 180 books. So I am taking it as a 170 books. So see here, in 1980 to 89 we sold the books 170 approximately. Next, in 1990, so this was the 1990, make a mark like this. This was the 500, but there was a small gap between 500 line and this was. So same application applicable here. This is 450 and this is 500. Middle point is nothing but 450, but it is just above than 450. It is seems to be 470 or etc. like that. I am taking it as a 470 approximately. So in 1990 they were sold approximately 470 approximately. Okay. Next, coming to the 1992. This was the 1992 bar graph. So take here, it is just above than the 200 line. So it is nearly 220 books or like that. So I am taking it as a 220 books approximately. This was the answer for this question. And next, coming to the second question, in which year were about 475 books sold? In this bar graph, we have to check the 475. It is near to, this was the above 500, and next is this was the 475 near to. So here 475 is nothing but 1990. So 1990 475 books were sold. Next, about 225 books sold. So 225 is nothing but we already taken in a first question, that was 220. I approximately we measured, but it was about 225. So this is the 1992 is near to the about the 220. So this was the answer. In 1992 225 books were sold. Next, coming to the third question, in which year were fewer than 250 books sold? Below 250, it is nothing but, I think this one, because of we are estimate it as a 170 approximately. So below 250 is nothing but this was. So take the 1989 year. So in 1989 year, there were fewer than 250 books sold. This was the answer for this question. Next, moving into the last question. Can you explain how you would estimate the number of books sold in 1989? Can you explain how would you estimate? How we are estimating is the matter for this question. We are estimating like this. The bar graph, it is like this. See here, just I am zooming like here. This was 1989 bar graph. This was the 200 line. And here we have, this was the 100 line. In between there was a 150 line. So we are just above the 150 and just below the 200. So we are estimating like this. So how can we express as, we are estimating like, take the bar graph and analyze the y-axis is number of books in that axis in 1989 is just above the 150 books and just below the 200 line. So we can conclude like approximately as 170 books. This was our estimation. I hope you understand this session. If you have any doubts, comment on a comment box and share my videos, subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to Mathsmedium. Today I came with a data handling topic from exercise 3.3. Question was, number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data on a bar graph. So, this was the given data of children in 6 different classes from 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. So, here we have to represent it in its bar graph. Next, we have to follow the given questions. Before going into the bar graph, so we have to take the how much scale we are investing for the bar graph. See here, how much highest amount is there, 135. So we have to take up to the scale up to the 140. So just take the scale with the help of scale. Take like this and marking on x-axis like this. So it is nothing but x-axis and y-axis. Naming it as x-axis and y-axis. And in x-axis we use class and y-axis we use number of children. So number of children. Next, take the scale. We have to use scale here, represent scale, because of in bar graphs we have to must and should represent scale for the given data. So scale is nothing but I am taking as 1 centimeter is equal to the 20 students. So take the scale, mark each centimeter as 20. So marking like this. Next, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 120, 140, 160. So now, here it is 0. So now represent the given data through the bar graphs. So 5th is 135. So take the 5th class here. 135 is nothing but about 125. 140 is the middle, so it is just upper middle because of 135. So take the help of scale, draw the bar like this with the same width we have to take for all the classes. So this was the bar graph 135 for the 5th class. So this was the 5th class. Next, coming to the 6th class, that was 120. So this was the 120. Now take some width from the 5th class and make sure that the same width for all classes representation of bar graph. So this was the 120 for 6th class students. So this was 6th. Next, 7th is nothing but 95. Just above the 80 and 100. So between these. So 90 is in middle. So up to 90 and 100 there was another middle point we have to put it. So draw like this. 7th class students like this. Next, coming to the 8th, 100 peoples are there. So this was the 100th So now just take a small mark there. Next take the same width for the 7th class, how we are taking for 5th and 6th and 7th also. So this was the 8th class, 100 students, and 9th is 90. So this was the 80, this was the 90, already we marked there. Next put a mark like that for the confirmation. Next take the same width for all those. It was easier representation for the bar graph. So this was the 9th class for 90 students. 10th but not least it was 80. So 80 was, this is the 80 point. So make sure small mark there. So draw one bar graphs with the same width representing throughout the problem. So this was the 10th class marks. Next, this was the bar graphs of the individual classes from 5th to 10th. So now we have to answer, how would you choose a scale? How we are choosing a scale? Through y-axis it was 20, 40, 60 like this. So 1 centimeter is equal to 20 students. So the answer was, we choose scale as each 1 unit, it is equal to 1 centimeter equal to 20 students on y-axis. This was the answer. Next, answer the following questions. Which class has the maximum number of children and the minimum? So through bar graph we can say this was the highest and this was the lowest. See here, table also 50 is 135, so this was the highest, and 80 is the least, this was the least. So maximum is 5th class. In 5th class the maximum number of children's and minimum 10th class. 10th class has minimum children. This was the answer for this question. Next, find the ratio of students of class 6 to the students of class 8. So this was the 5th class, that was nothing but 135, and 8th class is 100 students. So we have to choose the ratio of the students. So answer is ratio. Ratios is nothing but which class? 5th class and 8th class. So now 5th is 135 students are there, 8th class 100 students are there. So divided by 5, both numerator and denominator we get 5 20s are, 5 2s are 10 and 5 7s are. So 27 by 20. So this was in the ratio of 27 is to 20 ratio. This was the answer for the question. I hope you understand about the how representation of bar graph and how we can analyze the data from the given bar graph. If you like my videos, click like button and share my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to Mathsmedium. Today I came with a exercise problem, exercise 3.3 from data handling topic, 7th class NCERT. Consider this data collected from a survey of a colony. This was the question. There was a survey for a colony. It was the collected data in a tabular form. Take here favorite sport. That was the survey is about the which favorite sport is there, and watching how many members are there, participating members are there. They were tabular as like this. from the data. So see here, cricket, basketball, swimming, hockey and athletics. See here, watching and participating, these were the members. So here cricket, here watching to 1240, here participating members are 620. Here see the basketball, 470 members are watching, 320 members are participating. Here also swimming, 510 members are watching and 320 members are participating. Coming to the hockey, 430 members are watching the sport and 250 members are participating in the hockey. Next, last but not the least, athletics. It was watching members are 250 and participating members are 105. Now we have to do is make it in a double bar graph. Why double bar graph is nothing but single bar graph means that is the one data collected. Here two data are given. One is watching and another one is participating. So we have to take the double bar graph here to mention the given data in the bar graphs. Okay, let's start. Now I am taking the help of ruler and pencil. Now take the y-axis like this and x-axis also like this. Make sure it was the correct length and straight line. This was I am naming as x-axis and this was y-axis. Now we have to take in y-axis and x-axis. I am representing here. We are taking number of members here. So this was the members on y-axis, and next coming to the x-axis, it is nothing but favorite sport. Okay, now take the scale, because of we are any bar graph we can draw by using a scale. It must and should for the every bar graph. So we have to take a scale. How we are taking scale is the depends on the given data. So see here, the data is given. It is starts from 100 approximately and ends with 1250. So the data starts from 100 and ends with 1250. So we have to take 1 centimeter, that is nothing but 1 unit represent these all data. So take 1 unit is equal to the 1 centimeter, that is nothing but 100 members. I am taking like this. If you wish, you can take also 1 centimeter is equal to 200 members also. Now this was the 0 point. Next, here from here, take the help of ruler. Each 1 centimeter I am marking like this: 12, 3, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 is here. This was 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200 and 1300. So this was the given. We assumed scale with the y-axis. Next, we have to move to the favorite sport. We have to take the x-axis also with the same width. So I am taking with the 3. Here we have 5 sports only. So I am taking width of 3 centimeters for each sport, because of we are mentioning it in a bar graph with a specialized width of a bar graph. So length is the differs, but width is did not differ for each sport. So say here take cricket is watching 1240. Here the midpoint of 1200 is 5. See here 1 centimeter I am marking like this. This is 5 and 4 centimeter is this. Now make sure that small invisible line, because of our bar graph purpose. Next we can erase it easily. Next take 1240. So this was our point. Now I am taking like this with the width of from 0. this was the 1200. I am taking a width of 0.5 for the band here width of the bar graph. So this was the cricket watching. So this was the cricket. Next, coming to the basketball, that was 470. So 470 of basketball is nothing but this was 400, and similarly take 1 centimeter. 7 is nothing but is here. So make sure small invisible line like that. Basketball 470 members. This was 1, this was the 2, and I am taking similar width for every sport. So this was the basketball. Okay. Next, coming to the third one, swimming 510. So this was the 500, and 10 is nothing but just 1 centimeter is above. So here I am taking, make sure that small invisible line, because of we cannot get confused with the length of the sport also. So like this. Just draw a line with a width of 0.5 centimeters. Then you will get all equal parts of the data. Next, coming to the, this was swimming. Next, coming to the hockey. Hockey is nothing but 430. This was the 400. 30 is nothing but 3. 1, 2, 3. So here also take small line like this. 430. So take small width for this 0.5 mm. So this was about the hockey. Next, coming to the athletics 250. This was the 200, and his midpoint is 0.5 centimeters. So same like that. So make a mark like this. Athletics, same width. This was the athletics. Next, coming to the participating. So here participating is, we have differ with a given bar graph. This is the plane. We are taking participating is like checks 1. So I am writing here watching is in white shape. Next, participating is in checkered box. So like this, we can, don't get confused with the bar graph. So participating is 620. So 600 is this, and 20 is nothing but 2 centimeters. So make sure small line, invisible line like this. Take the same width. So this is the cricket bar graph for the participating. So I am shading like cross lines, because of we are already mentioned in a scale is participating as a checkered box. So this was the participating. It was 620 for cricket. Next, basketball is 320. So this is the 300. 20 is nothing but 2 centimeters above. Take small line like that. Next, same width we have to take in for all the bar graphs. Make sure that participating have the checkered ones. So I am drawing a checkered box here for the participating of basketball. Next, coming to the swimming is 320. So 320 we have measured in a swimming. So swimming also 320. So it is similar to this. take a line like this with the same width. This was the participating of the swimming pool. Next, coming to the hockey, there was 250 of participating members. 250 is nothing but midpoint for 200 and 300. So this was the point is here. So take a line for this and draw like this. Drop the checkbox in the participating. This was the hockey. Next, last but not the least, athletics 105. So this was the 100. 5 is nothing but small invisible line that was near to the 510 110 also. So this was the line, and make sure that same width for all the sports bar graph. So this was the 105 athletics participate. So see here. Next, erase the invisible lines. This is the bar graph representation for the given data. How many are watching the favorite sport, how many members are participating in a favorite sport. So we have to analyze this bar graph through the given questions. We can answer it easily. So now let's moving into the questions. The first question was, draw a double bar graph choosing an appropriate scale. What do you infer from the bar graph? So we already drawn a bar graph here. So the question was how we are drawing double bar graph with a scale. How we are choosing a scale with relevant to the data. So that was the answer they are asking. Scale we are taking through the given data. So the bar graph representation of numbers using bars of uniform width. Next, coming to the second, which sport is most popular? See here in a bar graph we can conclude that easily. The highest amount of bar graph is nothing but cricket. So the most popular sport was cricket. The graph itself tells it was the highest amount of the height of the collection of data. So this was the popular one. Next, which is more preferred, watching or participating in sports? See here in a bar graph we can tell easily this is most preferred and most participating in a sports, because of in watching this was the plain bar graph and participating this was the checkered bar graph. We are having most of the case for the cricket sport. So cricket is more preferred and watching and participating in sports. This was the answer for the question. See here in all the bar graphs we can visualize represent through the given question. This is about the double bar graph representation. I hope you understand this session. If you have any doubts, comment on the comment box. Click like button, because it tells me how much I have to tell to you, how much amount I contribute to in a maths. And next, share my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to Mathsmedium. Today the topic was data handling from 7th class NCERT. In that we are learning about probability. Probability is nothing but it is a chance of happening. In one line we can say probability as an event has a chance of occurring. That event may be the match, the day, like whether it was sun or rainy, like that. Let's take some examples from the probability, then you will get better understanding about the probability. I am taking coins here, like you all know about coins. Coins has heads and another side was tail. If you thrown a coin, it must be head or it must be tail. Both is not happening. So the chance of happening, the possible outcomes were 2, because of there is a head or tail. What is the happening, we don't know. So the possible outcomes were 2. But if we get head or a tail, then we get the chance of probability like 1/2, because of there is head or tail. In between those we get the only head or a tail in a coin. So the one is the head or a tail, or denominator is a possible outcomes. This was the mentioning for the coins. If you take a dice, you all may know about dice. Now see the dice. Dice has 6 faces from 1, 2, this was 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the 6th. So this was, if you take this is as a die, if you thrown a die, there is a possible outcomes were 6, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces because of 6. But we get a chance either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. From those 6 we get only one of happening. So how we can say it is, if you thrown a die that came 2, how we are denoting as a possibility, that is 1/6, because of there is a 1 is happening at a time, we cannot get all those. So that is 1/6 we are representing like this. This is the for example about the probability, how coin and die we are taking into the probability mentioning. Now this was the exercise problem. Here exercise 3.4, tell whether the following is certain to happen, impossible, can happen but not certain. Here there are a few situations are given. We have to tell certain to happen. It means must happening. Impossible, it is no chance to happen. Here can happen but not certain. Here may happen or may not. This was the 3 situations. See here, you are older today than yesterday. Yes, it was certain to happen, because of moving in our daily life, we are getting grower. So it was correct. It was certain to happen. Let's take this is as A, certain to happen, impossible as B for our easier consumption here. Here this was the C. So this was the answer as A. It was certain to happen. Second chance, a tossed coin will land heads up. We cannot say this because of in introduction we already discussed about heads and tails. There is 100% of chance for heads, 100% of chance of tails, we cannot tell. So the tossed coin will land heads up is a may or may not happen. So it is the option C. It is may or may not happen. Can happen but not certain. Here third chance, a die when tossed shall land up with the 8 on the top. No, it is impossible, because of in a dice we have only 6 faces. There is no 8 faces for the die. So it was impossible. Next, the next traffic light scene will be green. This was may or may not happen. We cannot tell that whether maybe in red or orange or green. We cannot tell it is happen or may not happen. So it is come under option C. It happens or may not. Can happen but not certain. This was the option for this C. Next, tomorrow will be a cloudy day. It was can happen, may not be. See here, can happen but not certain, because of we cannot tell tomorrow's how the daily life will going through. So we cannot tell, it may happen or may not be. So this was option C. Next, moving into the third question. A coin is flipped to decide which team starts the game. You may all know about the game starting. There was heads and tails before going into the game. Here, what is the probability that your team will start? If the team will start, it means it will won the toss. It means they have a 100% of chance of happening, right? So here, what is the probability that your team will be start? There is a probability 1, because of it must happen. So must happen is equal to the 1. There is no chance of happening, that is 0, because of here the starting team won the toss. That's why they get the probability 1. This was the answer. I hope you understand about the probability. If you have any doubts, comment on a comment box. Click like button. Like my videos, share my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Hi, hello, welcome to Mathsmedium. Today I came with a exercise problem from the exercise 3.2 from the topic data handling, 7th class NCERT. Now the question was, the scores in mathematics is test out of 25 of 15 students is as follows: 19, 25, 23, 29, 20, 15, 10, 5, 16, 25, 20, 24, 12, 20, like this. Find the mean and median of this data. Are they same? We have to first find the mode, next median. In previous videos I explained about mode and median also. See description box about their links. And coming to the problem, here some data of the students is given by mathematics test, marks are there. So we have to find mode and median. Before going into the find the mode and median, we have to do is arrange these marks in a ascending order or descending order, because of we know easily find the how the marks were obtained by a student. So let's move into the answer. The scores in mathematics test of 15 students is as follows. Like, start with a lesser, and because of I am writing in increasing order, so it is ascending order also. Start with a small one, 9, next 10, 12, and next 15, 16, 19 and 20, next 25, 20 and 20 also. 3 20s are there, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, next 25, another 25 is also here. Next, moving into the other, there was 5 is at the starting, so 5, 25, 25, that was the last out of 25. So here is the increasing order. If you have easier way to put it in the tabular form, you may also choose that. I am using this process from the question is here. Next, moving into the mode. Mode is nothing but how many marks, how many numbers are repeated or occurs at a glance. At a time, how many numbers are repeating at a time? So here see 5 at one time, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 19, 20 is 3 times and 25 is 2 times. So the mode is 20 because of it repeated at 3 times. So the mode was 20. Coming to the median. Median is nothing but the name itself telling it is a median or a middle point. So take here for starting from 1, 1. This was 2, this was 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 1, 2, 3. There was 23, I missed it out. So here also 23 is there. Sorry. Now 23. So 3. This was the 4, this was the 5, so this was the 6 and this was the 6, this was the middle. So median is 19. So median is the middle number or middle marks of the given ascending order or a descending order or a marks, whatever the questions. Are they same? Here mode is 20 and median is the 19. So these two are same? No. Mode is 20 and median is 19. So these two are not same. This is about this question. If you have any doubts, comment on a comment box. Subscribe my channel, share my videos and click like button. Thank you.